What's up, comic book fans? This is TB Comics coming at you in the month of September. Well, it's a little bit grim down here in the southeast of the UK, but the sun is starting to peek through the clouds, just like a big yellow happy chap. Anyway, let's get stuck into some comic book covers, shall we? So, I have quite a thickish stack of comics to show you. I've got some duplicates and some extra copies of previous comics because I'm a bit greedy like that. But anyway, let's get stuck in. So first off, we'll head over to Dynamite Comics, and we shall have, let me make sure that gets into the frame, Thundercats Lost. This is issue number 6, coming from Bryson and Labosco. Thank you very much. That cover there, I want to say, is coming from Lee and Chung, as always. I should really just know. I don't really need to look at my notes, to be honest, because I'm only collecting the Lee and Chung covers for this. But we have two of our characters. Haven't got a clue who they are, but it looks like they're doing maybe some hard training, smashing up some rocks. She's getting ready to do maybe some ninja kick or some shining wizard knee to the face. He's got a nice ginger beard. He's looking very muscular. Maybe he's the one smashing these rocks. Or maybe there's someone on the outskirts throwing rocks at them, like a big game of rock dodgeball. Who knows what's going to happen? We shall wait and see. But anyway, thank you very much, creative team, and thank you very much, Dynamite Comics. Moving on to Image now, we have Rocket Fellas, issue number 8. Part of the Ghost Machine and the Family Odysseys stories. It's coming from the creative team such as Peter J. Tomasi, Francis Manapul, Saya Dum, I want to say, John Kalitz and Rob Lee. So thank you very much, creative team. And that lovely cover there, I believe, is coming from Kyle Hotz and Dan Brown. That is cover B. Looks like we've got someone, I don't know, maybe they're like some sort of jellyfish style humanoid entity, or maybe they've just had all their flesh peeled off because they're looking partly sort of gelatinous would be the word, with a giant brain and some eyeballs and actually got some teeth. So yes, look quite creepy. It looks like we've got some mysterious dark person there with glowing red eyes. Definitely a Carl Hotz cover, you can tell that from the artwork. Very lovely. Haven't got a clue what's going to go on yet. Haven't read any of these, but I will do very soon once I don't know if they're actually on the second arc or if it's still the first arc. But yeah, can't wait to get stuck into this. Very nice artwork. Looking forward to reading The Rocket Fellas. Moving on, we have Sisterhood, issue number 3, part of the Hyde Street stories, out on Ghost Machine, coming from Maitel Schut, I want to pronounce it, probably pronouncing it wrong, Lila Leitz, Alex Sinclair and Rob Lee. So thank you very much, creative team. And that very nice cover there is coming from, that's cover A, coming from Lila Leitz and Alex Sinclair. Looks like we've got maybe our main protagonist and her friends. Looks like she's having some thoughts about a snowy, serene vista would be a nice word. But we've got someone with a bag over the head. Maybe, I can't see from here, maybe they're handcuffed, maybe they're an escaped convict, or maybe they're being taken out somewhere to be buried. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed nothing bad's going to happen. But this person there is not looking very happy. She's got like sort of dark veins running past her eyeballs. Maybe she's conjuring up this illusion, or maybe they're just her thoughts being projected for us to see. Who knows? We shall see when I get stuck into it. Looking forward to reading Sisterhood out on Image. Next up, we have a new edition. We have... I'm just going to sort that out. We have... it is called Everything Dead and Dying, and that is cover E, coming from, it doesn't say actually, it's a stealth variant apparently. I haven't even got a clue who made this, because it doesn't tell me on the front cover because it's a Virgin variant, and it doesn't tell me on my notes. But from what I've read, it's about a man living through a zombie apocalypse, and I believe his whole family are zombies. But then I think I'm just going to say some people come and ruin his sort of peaceful-ish life, and he is going to do everything he can to protect them. I had a quick flip through it. It's looking quite graphic. What you'd expect from a zombie comic, but I do love this cover. We've got some guy, I'm going to assume he's the main protagonist, feeding maybe his wife or his child, very toothless, a nice bowl of fresh guts. Now, whether they're human guts or if they're animal guts, I do not know. Hopefully they're human guts, because we want to see a bit of carnage, don't we, really? You know, he's got a happy grin on his face. You know, he's having a happy old time feeding this zombie a nice spoonful of human viscera. So there's also a nice, I think it's part of the free comic book day. It's going to be a foil version, I believe, of the main front cover. And I think that's out on like the 17th of September, something like that. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about this, just picked it up on a whim because I like the front cover and I like the sound of the story, but the internal art does look good. So yeah, and if I get a chance, I will let you know who actually wrote it, because at the moment I don't have a clue. I should have added it to my notes, but I didn't. So there, stick it. Moving on, we have two issues of EC and Oni Press. We have a nice undamaged now, because I received a damaged one of this. A nice undamaged issue of Catacomb of Torment, issue number 1. Jolting tales of tension in the EC tradition, as always, part of the horror series. I believe it is the Tormentor that hosts this rather than the Gravedigger. But we've got a nice wall being built out of human flesh and barbed wire. This brick there is screaming, "No, don't place me in this wall. I don't want to be a part of some sort of infrastructure." But we've got eyeballs and ears and fingers. So yes, this person's very creative. Maybe that's what they use for building materials in this place. You know, humans, a little bit like Soylent Green, but rather than eating people, you're using people as building bricks. Why not? That cover there, I want to say, is coming from... that's cover B, coming from Kettner, and it's not number 1, sorry, that's issue number 2, my apologies. But very nice cover, do like that one. Not sure who's writing the stories on these, because it doesn't tell you unless you actually go inside, so I don't have a clue. But yes, you can't go wrong with a bit of EC short horror stories, can you? And still continuing on, we have Cruel Universe. This is also issue number 2. That's cover A, coming from Lee Bermejo. Again, part of EC Oni Press, second run of the Cruel Universe, or second arc, or however you want to say it. Looks like these people have run into some sort of monster. Maybe it's just giving them a good friendly tentacle hug. Or maybe he wants to, I don't know, devour them, or maybe impregnate them and have their alien babies ingest inside, or gestate, that would be the word, wouldn't it? Not ingest, gestate inside their human bodies to reproduce and spread across the universe. But it is a bizarre tales of time and space. So Always do like Lieber Mayhew's work. Very, very nice. Sounds like I've got a tortoise scratching at my door, so just hold on a sec. My apologies. Oh, there you are. Hello, Sheldon. So my apologies, comic book fans. This here is Sheldon, the comic book tortoise. He's looking to get involved. He loves to read comic books. He's a big DC fan. He loves Superman and Batman. He's currently reading Absolute Batman, and I'm going to get him onto this comic next. We have Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. This is coming from, this is issue 1, part of the DC Black Label, and it is coming from Maxwell Prince and Martin Morazzo, same team that brought you Ice Cream Man. I believe it's, I don't know if it's short stories or different stories about different pieces of kryptonite that Superman finds and their effects. I haven't really read much into this. Stop biting my feet, Sheldon. You may be a comic book tortoise, but you're not going to eat me. So took me a while to actually get this one because my stockist ran out and kept on running out, and every time I tried to buy it they just didn't have it in stock, and finally they got it in stock. And I've just pre-ordered issue number 2 as well. Nice cover, quite simplistic, just different colours, possibly representing the different colours of kryptonite. Who knows what's going to happen to Superman, eh? Crazy stuff afoot. That cover there is coming from Martin Morazzo, cover A. So there's a nice foil variant as well, but I don't think it's a foil variant of this one. I think it's just a foil variant of a different version. So move, Sheldon. But yes, can't wait to get stuck into this. Oh, we've also got Chris O'Halloran on it as well. Don't forget Chris. Yes, that would be very, very rude. Moving on, we've now got the, or I've now got, and some people have now got, the new version of Batman that's just come out. They're calling it sort of Batman 2. Just going to move that camera out a bit. There we go. This is coming from Matt Fraction, George Jimenez, and can't see it from here, Tomu Mori. So thank you very much, creative team. I believe that is cover A, coming from where are we? George Jimenez. Jimenez. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I've pronounced it wrong, my apologies. But yeah, this sold out in a flash. I managed to pick up, because I'm a greedy comic book boy, 2 copies of it. Why not? You know, my comic stockist has now put this up to like £8. So sorry, £8. So lucky I picked this up for normal cover price. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous, paying £8 for a front, you know, for a cover A. I know it's popular, but you know, but yeah, it's quite simplistic front cover. There are some nice covers, but I thought I'd just get these you know, just cover A's. I think I'll go with, and also maybe some blind bags. But yeah, we've got Batman swooping into action, maybe with the his bat light behind him, or maybe it's the moon. Who knows? Who knows? But yes, hearing very good things about this, and there's some really nice variants out there, especially the convention ones and the sort of commissioned ones from other comic book stores. So yeah, looking forward to reading that. Managed to pick up another copy of this, got it quite cheap. We've got Absolute Batman issue number 1, cover A, first printing, coming from Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta and Frank Martin, part of obviously the Absolute Universe. My first one I bought was I had a few nicks, but this one is a nice untarnished copy, so I was very happy to get that one. And like I say, I'm a very greedy comic book boy at the moment. I managed to pick up another copy of Absolute Batman issue number 11, the Clayman variant. That is such a killer cover Really do like that one. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with Clayman's artwork. I think that's just smashing it. Really nice absolute Bane there, holding up the absolute Batman sort of axe symbol, maybe getting ready to crush it. Maybe he's just promoting it. Look what I'm reading. I'm reading Absolute Batman, endorsed by Kane. Looks like we've got Absolute Batman crushed underfoot there. I think that's what it looks like. He's not taking any prisoners. So fingers crossed Batman's going to get out alive. Who knows? Also managed to pick up another copy of Immortal Legend Batman, the sort of manga-y anime style new issue. That's issue number 1. It's coming from Carl Higgins, I want to say Matt Groom, Erica De Urzo, Dan Mora, Igor, my apologies, Igor Monti and Tamara Bonvillain. So thank you very much, creative team, on that one. I believe that there is the Dan Mora cover A. Nice basic cover, really nice artwork, do like that. Do like a bit of manga and anime, so that's why I picked this one up. And hopefully it's going to live up to the hype. I liked Dan Mora's run on DC Mecha, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty good. I do like that. So fingers crossed this is going to be a killer. It's part of the Elseworld series. It's got a nice Elseworlds logo there, so you know it doesn't, tie into anything canon. And I managed to pick up not one, but two of the nice Batman 1 Blind as a Bat Polybag Special Edition. Long live the Bat. And I'm going to be very generous to you readers, and I'm going to actually open one on this video. But the choice is, do I pick number 1 or number 2? Now, I think I'm going to go with number 2. So I'm going to keep one nice and sealed, maybe for future opening, or maybe just to keep sealed. Because I've noticed as well, just like the cover A of this, they have put the prices up. Managed to get these for about, I think, £6 or £7, and now they're selling for like 14, 15, 16 pounds. It's just silly, absolute silly, but it's popular. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what I've got in this nice not absolute Batman, just Batman blind bag, shall we? Got to be careful with the scissors. Don't want any nicks or tears on the comic. Now, there are some very rare ones in this, but it's, it's highly unlikely. But you never know. You're in it to win it. And I have got... Oh, that's a nice cover. Do like that one. I've got a nice foily. I think they're all foil. But yeah, really nice cover there. That cover there, I want to say, is a variant cover from Andy Kubert and Steve Furchow. Very nice. Do like that one. Nice foily cover there. Batman sitting atop some sort of, maybe a crane. We've got a blimp there. I like that word, blimp. Yeah, he's, it's the Dark Knight, isn't he? He's just swooping down, surveying Gotham. Or maybe he's getting ready to save someone in that blimp, or maybe the Joker's taken over that blimp. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Who cares? I do, because I want to read it. But yeah, very nice cover there. And that's it from me. Hope you liked what you saw. Take care. Please like, please subscribe. Do all that stuff that everyone does on YouTube. And if you don't, I really don't care. Because I'm just sharing the joy of comics with you all. Anyway, take care for now, everyone. Ta-ta, and have a good weekend.